but it was down in the flats, right next to the pack, with the terrible odor, and it was the, kind of the worst circumstances in which to live in Dubuque, poorest area, and the toughest. And the toughest family of all were the Mihalakises. And the Mihalakis boys, you just didn't mess with them. They were, legendary of how tough they were and hardened. So as the playground director, I had sort of a strip of grass and a couple of swings set up. There was no ball field or anything. And hardly any kids showed up, but some came. And at the end of the playground season, school was soon going to start, there was a softball tournament, inter-playground softball tournament. And had to figure out if we could even field a team. And so kids went out and roused it out. We got 9 kids. One of them was an 11-year-old girl with long blonde hair, kind of a tomboy, named Ginger Mihalakis. And she was Mihalakis strong and was pretty good athlete, and as a tomboy, and she was tall and strong, and she played first base and batted third or fourth. So hey, Ginger's on the team. We got 9, and so we go off to our first game up at Bryant School, and kids from up in Bryant School area come from quite well-to-do families, and they have uniforms. They got matching shirts and caps. Several dads are coaching there. And we come up to play our game up there, since we didn't have a field at Peter Cooper. And we're taking infield, and Ginger's at first base, and Herky Herkimer's at shortstop, and so then the fathers who coach the other team come over to me and said, "Oh, see, you have a girl playing." I said, yeah. They said, "Well, there are rules. No girls are allowed." So, being kind of a wise guy, and I said, "Oh, where's that written down?" Mm-hmm. And they said, well, it's not, but everybody knows, girls can't play. So I said, well, she's our first baseman, and she's playing on our team. So they were going to, these are older men, adults, I'm a kid. And they said, well, we're not going to take the field. And continuing my wise guy attitude, I said, great, we're happy to take a forfeit and move on. So now they have to make a decision. So they figure these I don't know, they didn't say this, but ragtag kids from down the flats, and okay, we'll play. They play, and we beat them. And we make it all the way to the playground championship game, which is out at Comiskey Field. And now the kids are really kind of believing in themselves, and their parents show up. So these kind of, down and out from the flats parents, and whose kids have never gotten anywhere or done anything, and we're all there. And to its great credit, the Telegraph Herald shows up with, photographers, reporters, taking pictures of Ginger, swinging. Hal Langstrom or something was the sports editor of 1964. Run a big story. Here's Ginger Mihalakis, a girl playing first base, playing for the Peter Cooper team. So the story ends with we play hard, we're competitive, we lose the game, but the kids are all crying afterwards because it meant something to them, where they hadn't had very many things in their life, and the parents are crying too. Sure. And so Ginger, 11-year-old, comes up to me and she said, "Ken, you made us believe in ourselves." And one of the the nicest things I've had somebody say to me.